Two babies, two cries, two sleep schedules that never seem to match. For many parents of twins, the house can quickly feel like a non-stop cycle of bottles, diapers, exhaustion, and confusion. One baby finally falls asleep while the other suddenly wakes up screaming. You close your eyes for 5 minutes only to hear another cry echo through the room. Day after day, the chaos grows, and many parents begin wondering if life will ever feel normal again. But what if one simple strategy could completely transform the emotional and physical stress of raising twins? Synchronizing your twins' routines is not about creating perfect babies or becoming perfect parents. It is about protecting your energy, restoring peace inside your home, and creating a rhythm that helps your entire family survive and thrive together. Raising twins can feel like trying to balance two separate worlds at the exact same time. Every feeding, every nap, and every nighttime wake-up can either bring harmony or create overwhelming exhaustion. Many parents believe they must adapt to each baby individually, but experienced twin parents often discover something life-changing. Synchronized routines can dramatically reduce stress and help both babies feel more secure. When twins sleep and feed on similar schedules, parents regain precious moments to rest, organize, and emotionally recover. More importantly, babies begin developing predictable rhythms that support healthier sleep patterns and calmer behavior. In this video, you will discover why synchronizing twins' routines matters so much, how to do it without feeling robotic, and why this strategy can truly save your sanity during the most challenging months of parenthood. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe, like this video, and join our growing community of parents navigating the beautiful chaos of raising twins together. Parenting twins often begins with survival mode. During the first weeks, many parents feel trapped inside an endless loop where one baby wakes moments before the other finally sleeps, creating a constant state of physical and emotional exhaustion. The lack of synchronization turns everyday tasks into major challenges because parents rarely experience a complete break. Feeding one baby while soothing the other becomes mentally draining, especially during the night when sleep deprivation intensifies every emotion. Over time, this imbalance affects patience, confidence, and even the relationship between parents themselves. Synchronizing routines create structure inside what otherwise feels like unpredictable chaos. When twins begin eating and sleeping around the same times, parents stop feeling like they are running separate marathons every hour of the day. Instead, they start experiencing small windows of peace that allow them to breathe, recover, and regain a sense of control over family life and emotional stability. One of the biggest reasons synchronized feeding matters is because hunger directly influences sleep quality, mood, and emotional regulation in babies. When twins eat at completely different times, the entire household operates on nonstop interruptions. Parents may spend every hour preparing bottles, breastfeeding, cleaning supplies, and comforting restless babies without ever experiencing a true pause. Synchronizing feedings gradually changes this exhausting pattern. Feeding both babies together encourages their bodies to adapt to similar hunger cycles, making the day more predictable and less overwhelming. This does not mean forcing babies into rigid schedules that ignore their individual needs. Instead, it means gently guiding their rhythms closer together over time. Parents who successfully synchronize feedings often notice they become calmer because they are no longer reacting to constant emergencies. They can prepare mentally for upcoming routines, manage household responsibilities more efficiently, and even find moments to reconnect emotionally with themselves and each other during exhausting early parenthood. Sleep synchronization is often the true turning point for parents of twins, because sleep deprivation impacts every aspect of physical and emotional health. When twins nap and wake at completely different times, parents lose every opportunity to rest or recharge. Even short periods of uninterrupted quiet become impossible because one baby constantly requires attention. However, when parents gradually align nap schedules, the entire atmosphere inside the home changes. Simultaneous naps create valuable periods of silence that allow parents to eat, shower, organize the house, or simply sit quietly without hearing immediate cries for help. More importantly, synchronized sleep often helps babies themselves feel more rested because consistent routines strengthen their internal body clocks. Babies thrive on predictability, and regular sleep patterns help reduce overtiredness, fussiness, and difficulty settling at night. Although achieving synchronized sleep takes patience and flexibility, the emotional relief it provides for exhausted parents can feel life-changing after months of relentless exhaustion and fragmented rest. Many parents fear synchronization because they worry it will erase the individuality of each twin. This concern is understandable, especially because every baby has unique needs, personalities, and temperaments. However, synchronization is not about forcing twins to become identical. It is about creating a shared rhythm that supports the entire family while still respecting each child's differences. One baby may naturally need slightly more sleep, while the other may feed more frequently during growth spurts. Flexible synchronization allows parents to adapt while still maintaining an overall routine. The goal is not perfection but balance. Parents who approach synchronization with compassion rather than strict control often experience the greatest success because they respond to their babies with patience instead of anxiety. Twins do not need military-level scheduling to thrive. They need caregivers who are emotionally regulated enough to provide comfort, consistency, and love. A synchronized routine simply helps parents preserve the mental and physical energy necessary to provide that care every single day. Nighttime is where unsynchronized twins can become especially overwhelming. One baby wakes hungry at midnight, the second wakes at 1 o'clock, and just as both finally settle, the cycle begins again at 3 in the morning. Many parents spend months functioning on fragmented sleep that damages concentration, emotional stability, and even physical health. One effective strategy many twin parents use is waking the second baby for feeding whenever the first baby wakes during the night. Although this may initially feel counterintuitive, it often helps align their hunger cycles and reduces the number of nighttime interruptions overall. Gradually, both babies begin waking together rather than separately, giving parents longer stretches of uninterrupted sleep. These longer sleep periods are essential not only for physical recovery but also for emotional resilience. Chronic sleep deprivation affects mood, patience, decision-making, and relationships. Synchronizing nighttime routines helps protect parents from reaching dangerous levels of burnout while creating more stable sleeping habits for the babies themselves over time. Consistency plays a powerful role in helping twins adapt to synchronized routines because babies quickly learn patterns from repeated experiences. Creating calming rituals before naps and bedtime helps signal to both babies that sleep is approaching. Simple habits like dimming lights, lowering noise, changing diapers, gentle rocking, or playing soft music gradually condition babies to associate certain actions with rest. Over time, these predictable signals make transitions easier and reduce resistance during sleep periods. Parents often underestimate how strongly babies respond to consistency because the results are not immediate. However, after several weeks of repetition, many families notice dramatic improvements in settling time and sleep quality. Consistent routines also reduce parental stress because uncertainty becomes less overwhelming. Instead of constantly improvising throughout the day, parents begin operating within a predictable structure that feels emotionally safer and more manageable. Even during difficult days, routines provide a foundation that prevents complete chaos from taking over family life and mental well-being. Emotional health is one of the most overlooked reasons synchronization matters for parents of twins. Constant unpredictability creates chronic stress, and chronic stress slowly erodes emotional resilience. Parents who never experience breaks often feel trapped, isolated, and emotionally depleted. Many begin doubting themselves, believing they are failing because they cannot keep everything under control. Synchronization helps reduce this emotional pressure by introducing moments of stability into daily life. Even small periods where both babies sleep simultaneously can feel emotionally healing because parents finally experience silence and temporary relief from nonstop demands. These moments matter far more than many people realize. They allow parents to reset mentally, regulate emotions, and return to caregiving with greater patience and compassion. Without recovery periods, exhaustion can transform even loving parents into overwhelmed individuals, operating purely on survival instincts. Synchronizing routines does not eliminate the challenges of raising twins, but it creates emotional breathing room that protects parental mental health during one of life's most demanding seasons. Another important benefit of synchronized routines is how they strengthen teamwork between parents and caregivers. When twins follow completely separate schedules, communication becomes chaotic because nobody knows who last ate, slept, or needed attention. Parents often feel like they are constantly passing emergencies back and forth without coordination. However, synchronized routines create shared expectations that improve cooperation and reduce confusion. Both parents know when feedings happen, when naps begin, and when nighttime preparation starts. This shared rhythm allows responsibilities to feel more balanced rather than random and overwhelming. It also creates opportunities for meaningful connection between partners who may otherwise feel emotionally distant due to exhaustion. Raising twins requires enormous teamwork, and synchronization supports that teamwork by making daily life more organized and predictable. Even grandparents, babysitters, and other caregivers benefit because they can more easily follow established routines. The result is a calmer environment where babies receive more consistent care and parents experience less tension and emotional burnout throughout demanding daily routines. It is important to remember that synchronization does not happen overnight. Many parents become discouraged because they expect immediate results after only a few days of trying. In reality, babies need time to adapt, especially during growth spurts, teething phases, illnesses, or developmental changes that temporarily disrupt routines. Flexibility remains essential throughout the process because strict perfection often creates unnecessary stress. Some days will feel organized and peaceful, while others may completely fall apart despite careful planning. That does not mean failure. Progress with twins often happens gradually through small improvements that become noticeable over weeks rather than hours. Parents who stay patient and consistent usually discover that routines naturally strengthen over time as babies mature. Instead of chasing perfection, focus on creating gentle predictability that supports both babies and caregivers. The goal is not controlling every moment but reducing unnecessary chaos. Every synchronized nap, feeding, or bedtime creates another opportunity for parents to recover emotionally and physically while building a calmer household environment. Perhaps the greatest gift synchronization offers parents of twins is hope. During the hardest moments of exhaustion, many parents believe the chaos will last forever. Endless crying, sleepless nights, and constant interruptions can make the future feel emotionally overwhelming. Yet synchronized routines remind parents that stability is possible even inside the unpredictable reality of raising twins. Little by little, babies begin adapting, sleep improves, feeding becomes more manageable, and parents slowly regain confidence in their ability to navigate daily life. Synchronization does not create a perfect family, but it creates enough order to make survival feel possible again. It allows parents to move beyond constant crisis mode and experience moments of joy, connection, and peace with their children. These moments matter deeply because they transform parenting from endless exhaustion into meaningful family life. Over time, synchronized routines become more than schedules. They become the foundation that helps exhausted parents rediscover balance, emotional strength, and the ability to truly enjoy raising their twins together. Raising twins will always come with challenges that few people fully understand unless they have lived through it themselves. The exhaustion, the emotional pressure, and the nonstop demands can sometimes feel overwhelming beyond words. But synchronizing your twins' feeding and sleeping routines can create powerful changes inside your home and within your own mental health. It brings structure where chaos once existed and creates moments of rest that help parents recover emotionally and physically. Most importantly, it reminds parents that they are not failing simply because life feels difficult. Parenting twins is one of the most demanding journeys imaginable, and every small improvement matters. Be patient with yourself, stay flexible, and remember that routines are tools for support, not rules for perfection. One day, you will look back at these exhausting moments and realize that even during the hardest nights, you were building a family filled with resilience, love, and extraordinary strength.